Hey guys, welcome to Comment Commentary. I am Joseph Daniel Beretta, Esquire.
I'm Sir Wilhelm de Valladolid.
And I'm Dr. Funktastic. There it goes.
He's from the 70s.
Guys, I was like, soups, totes, sick. It was like, I think I got the flu, and what it felt like, the only way I can describe it is, you know how Mortal Kombat has those X-ray moves?
Yeah.
It was like I was battling Scorpion, and he turned me around, and then it went in slow motion X-ray mode, and he shoved his hands and grabbed my kidneys and just started squeezing them as hard as he could, popped them, and then grabbed my spine and started radiating heat through my bones.
And kids, that's why after you have sex, you gotta go pee, because UTIs will get you.
One time I got a UTI in my wrist.
We threw a surprise birthday party for my daughter, and I got it from one of her stupid friends.
Really?
Ugh.
Somebody else's kid?
Hate it.
When you hang around kids, you get sick.
Now, did you pass fluids to this kid?
Excuse me?
Did you exchange fluids with
What?
this child?
That's how you get sick.
Let's talk about some stories. Wait, come back from that last graphic I just made, you pop-up editor. Let's do some art this week.
Yeah, let's look at that art.
Let's talk about some stories.
Nope. Largest spider photographed. Nope.
Photographed.
Photographed. A scientist talks about his encounter with the world's largest spider, and the question we asked you guys was, what's the most terrifying thing you've ever come across on a walk?
Tony Coyote, dope name, bro, said, while visiting my ex-girlfriend in Montego Bay, Jamaica, I was bitten by a giant centipede. I rolled over onto it in my sleep. It sucked.
Oh,
See, that's why I don't have a
Jesus.
girlfriend.
Ooh, giant centipedes? I don't know if you guys know. Take a centipede, make it bigger.
Look, I know in Los Angeles we have gangs and we have like drug dealers and we have like crazy meth addicts and stuff, but I would much rather live amongst those people than giant centipedes that can bite you in your bed.
One of the most visually disturbing things that's ever been put to film is that moment in King Kong when they're in the insect ravine and they just get decimated by
They
giant
just all
bugs.
get murdered, basically. Anyone that fell into that pit and survived is dead.
More people died during the insect revolution in that movie than they did during the King Kong or T-Rex sequence.
Wait, hold on. I just realized there were freaking dinosaurs in the King Kong movie.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Why?
Yeah.
Because that island was isolated from the rest of the world and dinosaurs survived on that island.
Right, okay.
Also, that bug scene is fucking crazy because there's no music in the scene. There's just like this low kind of like
a drone.
and then there's just like bug sounds. It's like very, very like unsettling.
You do that next to the scene where the T-Rex fights.
Yeah.
I mean,
Oh, he did it a lot.
Yeah.
boom!
What if you accidentally just snatched off my jaw?
That guy was like,
Yeah.
I'm method. Ah!
And I died.
I don't know how I'd feel. I'd probably run off because I don't know what he would do to me.
And after that, he'd be like, oh, Steve, I'm so
Jamie Sauce says, most horrifying thing in the street, realizing my life is so empty. Dun, dun, dun.
Did they just give themselves dramatic music?
Yeah.
You can't give yourself dramatic music.
What if you had to live your life giving yourself your own musical stings?
Well, I kind of do. Man, tonight was such a great night with all my friends.
That's your musical sting for that?
Yeah.
Wow.
Man, that pie was so good. What's the one-up sound that Mario makes? Yep,
What if you only could have one musical sting, but you had to apply it to everything? So you had to choose, like, do you have a happy musical sting for
wouldn't be.
everything, or a sad one? So like when happy things happen, you have a sad sting, and when sad things happen, you have a sad sting.
I would love it. It's like in toys. Remember Robin Williams had that jacket that like movements caused like funny sounds to happen? I want that.
It would definitely be the Inception bong noise, because I wish other people could hear it too. I wish I could do it on command, so no matter what I said was dramatic, I'd be like, Joe, you won't believe what happened when you were sick this week. Boom.
What?
Nothing really, you know, I just made a couple videos.
But you made it seem like it was gonna be so dramatic.
No, that was part of my joke.
What the hell? You both have the same sting.
No,
Yeah,
I
it's
did it
real
again.
cool.
Oh,
I
it was
did
you?
again,
Yeah, you just got a
Oh,
speaker
man.
over here.
Yeah.
Are you a wizard?
Oh no, I'm a warlock. Dude.
Breaking Bad toys piss off parents. Parents get all mad about toys based on a show not for kids. The question is, thoughts on removing this riffraff from toy stores?
So what happened? Recap it real quick.
So basically, some Florida moms and dads were all up in arms because in a Toys R Us, there are figures that have like little bags of drugs, and they don't want their kids buying that stuff. Even though right next to the toys with little bags of drugs, there are toys of bombs and guns and Transformers that rip each other's heads off and Predators that rip out heads with fucking spines still attached.
Okay.
So I'm just saying it's double standard. If you're gonna say pull off these toys that actually don't glorify the use of drugs in the show, why not pull the ones with the guns on them too?
If I had a kid and it was real life and I had a bag full of drugs and a bag full of weapons, which one would I give my kid? If I had to. Like, which one?
Like a gun to your head.
Yeah,
you
I'm
gotta
like,
give
my
your
kid,
kids one of the,
he's gonna die, not me.
And they're both real?
They're both real.
I guess the drugs, because you could definitely take that kid to the hospital and like get him detoxed and like pump
Billy
his
just
stomach.
got a little high.
Yeah, Billy had a little experience.
Billy's just a little hooked for life.
Yeah, how many kids?
Billy's just got the shakes.
Let's just talk about this really quick. How many kids that were born in the 70s got accidentally high?
How many kids were born in the 90s? They
Got accidentally high.
How many kids that were born last week?
Accidentally high.
How did I wake up this morning and get
accidentally high? How many kids did I go into a school bus and get accidentally high this morning?
How many times did I go down that street on 23rd Street in Compton and get
accidentally high?
Okay.
Yeah, so it was a big situation, and so we asked you guys what you thought about it. But before we talk about what you guys thought about it, there has been a ton of updates. First of all, Bryan Cranston and Aaron Paul.
No!
And they're very upset. I know Aaron Paul's upset. He actually started a new petition on the same site the original petition was started on.
Sell my toys.
Bring the toys back to Toys R Us because it's a double standard. So
It's not about him like trying to make money or anything. It's just him.
That's not just because
legitimately-
his little like mini me was taken off the shelf.
I mean, think about that. If you were finally made into a toy, and you're like, "Oh man, I've always wanted to be made into a toy."
Is
'cause I
that
think that's
toy?
cool.
Is that toy me shooting something or jerking off? I mean, like that.
I see both sides of the story.
I do too, actually. I do too.
As a parent, if would I want my 7-year-old buying that toy? My 7-year-old wouldn't know what that toy is.
Right.
One.
This
But
is
also, would your
Heisenberg.
I just wouldn't let him. I wouldn't
exactly.
go so far as to like.
Exactly. That's what I was gonna say. Would your 7-year-old be able to buy that
People
without
take up-
you knowing?
People take up weird causes.
Yeah, the point is those toys are probably more for adults. They're very
They are
few kids.
absolutely for adults, and they clearly state 15 and plus on the
Well,
thing.
you can't say that when they're selling them in a store dedicated to kids.
It's true, but
How many times have you been to Toys R Us?
Oh, I get it. I get it. But you can't say these are for adults if they're right next to Transformers.
It's true,
That's not fair.
but that's the point. They actually weren't. They're in a section that is clearly like the adult collector area that has the more violent stuff and the more adult-oriented stuff.
I don't think there is an adult section of a Toys R Us.
I mean, here's the thing about Toys R Us, though, and here's something I brought up in the story. They're actually kind of failing because people aren't buying, like, generic toys anymore. Like, Barbie sales are way down. Joe American, like, you know, fireman toys are down.
The Joe American Fireman toys are down. Oh,
Yeah,
God,
so-
I collected all of
so
them.
essentially-
What about
Toy-
the William Haynes police officer
Done.
toys?
Done. Nobody wants them. And so
Dang
Toys
it.
R Us is...
I had Ladder Larry.
I know.
I had shoot up anybody.
Garbage Man Gary.
Yeah.
But here's the thing, Toys R Us is resorting to actually trying to bring in the adult collectors because they know that there's a lot of profit there, and actually their sales have gone up ever since they brought in more high-end adult collectible toys.
Just playing some devil's advocate, bro.
I know, I get it. I see both sides.
I
too, and
don't
in
want
fact-
my kids smoking weed.
And in fact, Joe, they should actually, what I talked about in the story too, was maybe open a section that only adults can go into.
And Toys R Us.
I mean, if that's how they're gonna make more money.
Oh, man, that would mean people that Toys R Us would have to work. Have you ever been to a Toys R Us? Those guys don't do crap.
Yeah,
They
pretty
don't.
much.
They don't, man.
They build
Whew.
bikes and then they go away.
Yeah, they don't care. Okay, so let's get to what the people said.
All right.
The Bake Sale 45 said, I have an idea. If you're not a shitty parent and don't want your kid to get the toy, then don't get it for them and let some shitty parent get it for their kid, which has no effect on you nor you kid. We're gonna
Junda
disregard everything that just came out of my mouth.
said they need a 15 and up aisle so they can better serve the demographic anyways.
Carl Z says, I don't understand what her problem with it is. Young kids aren't going to understand that he's carrying meth, and if the parent of the child has a problem with it, they can just remove the bag and throw it away. In fact, my mom, she used to throw away the slime that came, what, is Lee showing her butt? What is
That's
that?
his butt.
What, you got a new bit going over there, Lee?
No, it's a pretty old
Lee,
bit.
your underwear is huge.
No, I said bit. Great butt,
Oh.
old bit.
Great butt, old bit.
I say the opposite. Great bit old butt.
My mom used to take the slime out of like my Ghostbusters toys and throw it away because I would get the slime stuck in the carpet.
Oh yeah,
so
parents
I just
hated the slime.
I know slime was a big problem for parents. I get it now, but as a kid I was like, why you f***ing take my slime? And and it was my whatever, it doesn't matter. So, but you know, take the thing away and the kid won't even know about it. For all he knows, a f***ing bag of Cheerios or some shit.
Keith Morgan says I wouldn't buy one of these for my kids,
Cheerio.
and that's the end of the discussion.
There it is.
All right, cool. Don't buy it for your kid. Don't buy your kid a drug toy.
I love it. Rhino Balls says she's just mad because she realized she couldn't smoke it.
Technically, she could. She might die, but she could smoke it.
This is just like that Louis C.K. bit about like gay marriage. This is really about people not wanting to tell their kids, oh, you can't have that toy. Don't buy your kid that toy.
Do you guys know what it's like when you tell your kids they can't have the toy?
What's it like?
Do you know what it's like? It's not that bad. Grow up.
My friend got a car when we were in high school, and we called it the Buttmobile because we were like, we're gonna get so much butt in this car.
And then it ended up just smelling like butt.
It just started smelling like butt. I never once
Girl,
got
get
any.
my Buttmobile.
We wrote on his car on the top. We wrote Buttmobile in a Sharpie. I never once got any butt in that car.
Did you see any butts in that car?
We drove on the freeway.
Jesus Christ.
Really fast. He didn't have a license.
You guys are YouTubers.
Long-winded
I'm an
bit.
actor.
Let's roll that KFC commercial.
Finally! Hello, chicken. Someone was listening.
Dude, that took dedication.
It sure did. Eat that thing, I'm
Let's
sure.
roll that chili. What's that? The Chevy's commercial?
Chevy's commercial.
Chevy's commercial.
Where I ditch my Latin lover.
You know why I love Chevy's Fresh Mix? They make everything from scratch. The tortillas are made fresh.
Yeah.
I just found out
because
you
the
were in a
food you love.
commercial, Will.
I was.
Did you know he was in a commercial?
I was in an anti-soda campaign. It's me running down a street.
But we know what they're selling is all junk. No thanks, guys.
Freddie Prinze Jr. is narrating.
I don't know why they chose him.
Will, man punch a shark. Say it. Say it.
We did a video called "Man Punches Shark to Save Kids," and we asked you, "What's the scariest water thing you've been in?"
You
Any
have
water
one
I've
fucking
been in.
job,
is bad.
Will.
What do you mean?
One job.
You're right.
Do it one more time, please.
We did a video called "Man Punches Shark to Save Kids," and we asked you guys, "What's the scariest water thing you've been in?"
When he did it the first time, I did appreciate it a little bit better because he did say, man punches shark to shave
To
kids."
shave kids.
I did.
Which means that this guy went to extreme lengths to have the
Shark
honor
teeth.
to shave a kid. It might have just been, hey, you want to shave my kid? Go punch that shark. And that guy wanted to shave that kid so much that he went and found a shark and he punched it.
No, the way I see it is he saw the shark, punched it, and said, "You want me to punch you again? Then shave my kids."
Oh, I'm all wrong. What I see is that he went and punched the shark, got a tooth from the shark, and used that to shave the kids.
To shave the kids, yeah.
Shave the kids, shave the world.
Cool.
And-
Jennifer Cook says, there's a place called Cascade Bay near my neighborhood. Tons of kids and kid pee and adult pee and teenager pee and old people pee. Everybody's feet getting wet and then walking around. Nope, 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 nope.
You know, the ocean is just made of pee and shit, right?
Mark Cohen said, I wasn't even in the water, but I was at a beach when I was about 7 or 8 when I saw what I thought was a big ice cube laying in the sand.
Oh,
My
no.
feet were burning on the hot sand, so I decided to cool them off by stepping on the ice cube, which turned out to be a live jellyfish. I hate the beach. Good God.
You know, why would you think there was an ice cube in the sand to put your foot down on?
Not now.
Explosive Foot Film says, well, this one time I was in the bath and I saw a spider. Does that count?
Sure.
Yes.
Yes, that answers the question.
Yes, it does.
I mean, you could be sitting in the bath and watching a scary movie. And if that scary movie was legitimately the scariest thing that you've ever seen,
Then yes, that
Then
does
yes.
pertain to the question we asked, which was,
You have effectively
what's the
answered.
scariest water thing you've been in?
Customer says the scariest water. There's a spider on the ground and it's huge. You see this?
that is not a huge spider, but that is a spider.
That's very visible.
If
I
you
don't
were in
see
the
it.
water, you could count this as your scariest
Where
thing.
is it, Will?
It's right here.
It's right there.
See that? See?
That's really not a huge spider
I mean,
at
for
all.
me, the fact that I saw it in my peripheral vision.
Although you guys know that the smaller they are, the more poisonous they are, right?
That thing is black.
It's black, yeah.
Look, it just blends in till it gets to the gray. And
You're
then
right, it's not huge, but it's
No.
scary to me.
It's kind of cute.
It's kind of cute. Come here, baby boy. Steve.
When we were in Alabama for the shoot, did I tell you guys this? I did, right?
Feet up.
I looked it up on the the internets. Saw a spider this big. It was the biggest spider that I've ever seen in real life. It was just on the ground, kicking it. And I was like, whoa, look at the biggest spider that I've ever seen in my life. And then Ricky, our editor shooter, took out his phone and started touching it and like poking at it and prodding at it. And I tried to pick it up on it. And then all these big macho Alabama guys that were on the shoot, like doing all the explosives and stuff, they were just sitting over by a truck watching Ricky do this, and they were just kind of like leaning back. The only thing they didn't have was like the
hay.
And all he says, and this stops Ricky dead in his tracks, he goes, "Oh no, you don't want to get bit by no critters out here."
You don't want to get bit by no critters out here.
Oh my God.
And then we all just like ran away like children.
It, like, the translation of that is, get away from that spider!
Oh no, you don't want to get bit by no critters out here.
Oh my God, that's the most. If I heard that, I would be like, please take me to the airport right now. And someone carry me because I don't want to touch the ground anymore.
You don't want to get bit by no critters around here.
Oh, get bit by no critter out here.
And my son, he's a critter.
He'd end a biter. Well, what we got this weekend, boys?
All sorts of shit, man. We're going to the new movie thing show.
What you
Sorry,
gonna
I won't
watch?
say it's all sorts of shit. Hold on.
You can say what.
We got all sorts of stuff going on this weekend, guys. We're going to the new movie thing show. I believe we're either going to see Ouija or that movie Mark Flint or whatever the fuck it's called. What is it? Mike Witch?
Huh? John Wick?
John Wick.
Mr. Jonathan Wick.
John Wick might be the one we see. We're not sure yet. You'll find out on the Nerd channel. It's probably already up. Or no, it won't because it takes a while to edit things. So it's probably up in the evening, even though we would like to have them up during the day.
What else we doing?
I think we got animated going up on the Nerd as well. We got 5 things. We got People Be Like. We got Will doing crazy, funny things. And all sorts of other fun stuff on YouTube, probably bloopers on both channels. And if not on Nerd, it's because there's a lot of stuff going up on that channel and there's not enough editors to take care of it all. There's a lot of content we shoot, guys. We work real hard during the week. I don't know if you realize that.
Stay tuned.
See you guys next week. Thanks for joining us. I miss you guys. I haven't done ComCom in a while.
This is the most sexual experience of my life.